we have the Johnjay and Rich drunk dial number. We call it that. And that number is 602-888-1933. And that number we want you to use anytime you want. You can leave a message for us and we'll play it on the air. That number also you can give to somebody. If someone's hitting on you and you don't want them to call you, give them this number, and we'll play those messages back. You think about it, we usually push it on a Thursday, Friday for the weekend. Well, I got a DM yesterday on my Instagram from Juan, and Juan says, Johnjay, you ruined my life.
Oh, what?
I'm like, what's up with that? And he goes, I just left a message on your drunk dial line. I haven't heard it yet. So I'm about to play the message. This guy says, I ruined his life.
Oh, my gosh.
Right? So this is from this guy called 602-888-1933. And let's hear how I ruined Juan's life.
Johnjay Van Ness has ruined my reputation. It was through Uber. I have been a highly rated 4.96 rated Uber driver. So yesterday that went downhill pretty fast. I was serving the people while listening to Johnjay and Rich on the podcast when Mr. Van Ness decided to share in front of me and my passenger that he can suck his toes and like to videotape it. My 80-ish-year-old passenger was not impressed and told me she was very offended. My next passenger seemed promising, a young, nice-looking gentleman. It was at that moment when, again, Mr. Johnjay wanted to open his mouth and share, I thought, some hilarious thought, but apparently it wasn't. And that's when I heard the word, sir, can you lower that? I kind of find that disturbing. He said, sir, what's wrong with you? I said, sir, you got to lighten up. It's 2020. We arrived at his destination with him and his kid. They got out of his car, and I said, sir, I'm sorry about everything. I hope you have a great day. I turned back to smile and wave, and it was at that point I got his finger. So, yeah, thank you. Now I am a highly rated 4-point-something because you made it go down. But no, I love y'all. Love listening to y'all. Some people just got to lighten up.
It's 2020.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, that sucks.
You got a low Uber rating.
Yeah.
Oh, Juan.
Sorry.
My bad, Juan. My bad, Juan. My bad.
I like that he continued to listen, though. Always continue to listen.
Yeah. Thank you, Juan.
There could be a lesson at the end of the message.
That probably isn't. But still.
Could be.
Could be.
I was in the hot tub. I have this thing where I'm really getting into meditation and learning a lot about meditation. And even my son, Kemp, is starting to meditate. And so my place where I meditate is I like to do it in the hot tub, usually before the show in the morning, right? But then sometimes in the middle of the day, I like to sit in the hot tub and meditate. And the other day I got in the hot tub to meditate. My wife had left. And when I say meditate, I don't know, and I'm still working on it. It's not like I meditate like you think, eyes closed, whatever. I just sit in peace and quiet. I try to have that. So I did a little bit of meditating in the hot tub, and then I went on Instagram Live, which I like to do after meditating.
Sure. Right.
So I'm on Instagram Live in the hot tub, and I'm just kind of answering questions, talking to people on Instagram. My wife's not home, right? Normally her and I connect, begin the day. What do you got going on today? Well, this is happening, I'm doing this, right? So it's like, I don't know what time it is, but I'm in the hot tub maybe 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and I see somebody come to my front door. But I'm in the hot tub, and from the hot tub, I can see all the way through the living room to whatever. And there's a guy at the front door, and I'm on Instagram going, oh, my God, look, there's someone at the front door. So I, hide, right? And the dogs are barking, and the guy's just standing there, and he's ringing the doorbell. And I don't have a doorbell, right? It's not connected. And he's ringing it. I'm like, okay, well, I know he's not a friend because he's ringing the doorbell, and our friends know we don't have a doorbell. And he's not an Amazon guy because they would just drop it off and leave, right? So who is this person? What do they want? And they're just standing there, and they're not leaving. I'm like, dang it. So I'm just waiting and waiting. They won't leave. And I'm like, and my wife didn't tell me anybody's coming. So what gives? So I zoom in on the guy as much as I can, and he's just standing. I see his silhouette through the door, and I'm in the hot tub, right? So I'm all cozy, and he won't leave. And all of a sudden, my wife calls during my Instagram Live. And you ever get a phone call when you're on Instagram Live?
Yeah, doesn't it shut it down?
Just shuts it down.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no. So I'm like, what's up? I'm on Instagram Live. She's like, will you answer the door? I'm like, well, who's at the door? She's like, our washer dryer is broken and the guy's here to fix it. I'm like, oh, I didn't know. You didn't tell me that. That wasn't on our list of things that are going on. So I got to get up, and I'm wet, right? So I take off my swimsuit and put a towel around my waist, and then I go open the door. And it's the guy who's fixing the washer dryer is a Russian man with the thickest Russian accent, which makes me think of Kyle's Russian accent.
I am here to fix your washer and dryer.
Exactly. So I bring him into the laundry room. And I go, it's right here, man. I go, sorry about that. I didn't know you were coming. So I have a towel around my waist. And I go, see ya, And I go to walk away. And he's like, hold on a minute. I forget how he says it with his accent, but he says,
hold on.
I need you to remove the clothes.
You must remove clothes.
Right? And I'm like, I have a towel. Would you want me to drop my towel? Like, what do you want? But he's pointing to one of them, the washer or the dryer. I don't know which one. Has a bunch of clothes in
You
it.
don't even know which
Would
one.
this be the first time you've ever removed clothes from a washer?
I have. I just don't know which one. I don't know if it was. It was the round one, the round one that's like right here, right?
They can
Dryer.
both be round.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm just telling you. There's one where you. I don't know. Anyway, so
Front loaders.
So it's the front load one, and I gotta and he's like, I guess that's part of the rule. He can't touch it or something.
Oh.
So I got a towel on my waist, and he's making me remove the clothes, and he's right there. It's like it's a room, so it's like he's like a foot away from me.
Oh no! One false move and that
And my
towel
towel's
could be
down in front of the
gone.
Russian man,
Oh no!
and he's like, remove the clothes from the.
Maybe
I'm
he
like,
meant
dang.
remove the towel.
No, so I'm like scooping the clothes up, and I got to put it on top of the other machine, right? And I'm scooping up like, mother of God, if this drops, this is gonna be terrible. And so I'm scooping it up,
no.
and then it's like it kind of like went. And I went, oh,
Ah!
and grabbed
You
it by the
caught
hand.
it?
I caught it, and like socks fell to the ground, but he won't pick up. It must be a rule: you do not touch customers' clothes or something,
Yeah.
right? So anyway, I made it away safely. No end to the story. And I shuffled away upstairs and got dressed and felt all
That's a pretty close
cold.
call, though.
I know.
Fascinating how you won't open the door at all. It's like a little kid. Mom told you not to open the door to any stranger.
She didn't tell me someone was coming over, so I'm not opening the
I
door.
do the same thing. I don't open the door.
I mean, if I was in the house, I would open the door, but I was all like, I was in a hot tub.
I would
I was
not.
like, man, I was so cozy.
I think you're right. If they want something, they'll hang around a long time. But mostly people will walk away, and that's okay to not answer the door. I don't think you have to.
I just
I
do it
always feel
for
bad.
safety purposes.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of serial killers get in.
I know.
Okay.
I don't believe me. I know. Do you have the short clip? Joey said, play the short clip.
Johnjay has ruined my reputation.